I'm Scott Prather, and it's time for the Player Profile segment. Well, it's homecoming, and our player profile this week focuses on a young man who calls Lafayette home. Lafayette born and bred. He may go unnoticed on game days. It's just the nature of his position. But we take a look at deep snapper, senior Stephen Morella. Stephen's first football memory, well, he wasn't even wearing pads yet.
It would have to be slide flag football. We were too young to play football wearing pads, so we played flag football, and we were actually pretty good.
Well, Morella enjoyed football so much in slide that he kept playing. Went on to play growing up and played at Lafayette High, where he's a first-team all-district selection as a junior, playing defensive end and long snapper. He was injured during his senior year, but it didn't stop him from joining Louisiana as a walk-on in 2012. The last 2 years, he has played duties as the snapper, and in 2015 as a junior, and so far this year as a senior, he's been the snapper on all field goal and extra point attempts. For Morella, being a specialist, while a lot of folks like to perhaps make jokes from the outside, the way he explains it is the offense, the defense, those guys are a little envious.
Actually, most of the guys on our team are jealous of us because they grind it out all day, in and out, and they just see us. We go in, get our job done, and get out, and they walk around and they're like, man, if I could go back, I'd try to be a kicker or a snapper.
As the deep snapper, your job is to get the ball to the holder or the punter and relatively be unnoticed. It means you did your job right, but don't think it doesn't take practicing snaps over and over and over again. On a regular day, Morella does it quite often.
We'll come out to practice early before everybody else, start warming up, then we'll do field goal. That's probably 20 or 30 snaps. And then after field goal, we'll go down to the game field. That's another 50 snaps. Then we'll do punt. That's a good 10 snaps. And then probably a good 20 or so after that.
And as long as he's getting the ball in the right spot, he goes unnoticed. And going unnoticed, something Stephen doesn't mind.
No, not really. I'm not in it for the glory. I love my teammates. I love my team, and it is good to be a part of it.
But as he likes to remind everybody, there is one really difficult part about being a deep snapper.
The fact that if you do mess up, it's all on you. You can't make up for an error with effort or anything like that. If you mess up, it's done. You can't really fix it, so that's hard.
So far, so good for Stephen, as before this player profile segment, a lot of fans probably haven't noticed him that much outside of his family and the special teams coaches. It's something he doesn't mind. The key to being a dominant D1 snapper?
I think it's all mental, You can't go out there and psych yourself out. The state of mind that you have when you go out there, it has to be of confidence and of assurance in yourself. Otherwise, you probably will end up messing up just from psyching yourself out. You have to be confident in what you do.
After years of repetition, Stephen Morella continues to perform as a dominant deep snapper.